You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and I am about to talk to a very special individual. And his name is Michael Baptiste. Michael, what country are you in?
I am currently in a country called Thailand.
Thailand. How did you get to Thailand? Now, first of all, where are you from originally?
Yes, sir. I'm originally from Miami, Florida.
Come on, that's my homie up in here.
Ooh.
So how did you end up in Thailand? Now, do they speak English?
No, the funny thing is they actually do speak English. Not everybody, most people speak English, but it's a country where they speak Thai as a primary language.
Okay. And so do you speak Thai?
Yes, sir. I am I can speak Thai, but not fully fluent, but just enough to get by. Enough to get by.
Enough to get by. But you are an entrepreneur. You are a business coach. So tell us about what it is that you do.
Absolutely. Well, first off, I believe that everybody has a superpower or what you would commonly call a gift, right? I believe everybody has a gift inside of them. So what it is that I do is I help people go inside of themselves, discover what is their gift. I help them bring that gift out. Then I help them to package that gift into their own online product asset or even a retail product asset. And then I help them go out there, properly promote it into the marketplace so that way they can get paid to share their gift or their superpower with the world. That's what I do inside my program. It's called High Ticket Freedom. And we've been coaching people on how to transform their lives since 2015. And we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going.
High Ticket Freedom. I like that title. High Ticket Freedom. Okay. Now, but how did you end up in Thailand?
Yes, great question. So I ended up in Thailand after seeing a video many, many years ago of some other brother who was traveling the world, and he was in this beautiful country with water and beaches. And I was like, where's that? And did my research, and it was Thailand. And ever since I was inspired to see for myself what's out there. And then in 2017, I got invited to do a speaking event in Portugal. After I did the speaking event in Portugal, I said, hey, I don't have to go back anywhere. Let me see what Thailand's about. And so I bought a one-way ticket to Thailand just to explore the country for 3 weeks. And I've been exploring. I mean, I've just been traveling around nonstop for the last 5+ years.
So what did you do before that?
Yeah, so before that, with partners, we actually started a startup business in America. And with that startup business, we began to gain traction and we began to gain success. Once that success happened, people took notice. They began to ask me if I could help them. I said, sure, let me help you out. And I helped one person. They got great results. Another person, they got great results. That's when I knew I had something. And that's when I began to launch. Well, that's when I launched High Ticket Freedom and we started creating success. And I realized, hold on, this business is working. Our retail business is working. I can go live the dream of traveling and being a digital nomad while we have our systems and while we have our business operational and in place. So that was a little bit about what inspired me. And yeah, before leaving to travel, that's one of the things that I was doing.
What I love about you, your sense of adventure, you got a one-way ticket to a country that you don't even speak the language. Come on. Where did you get that kind of chutzpah from? My goodness gracious. I'm fascinated with that. And you immerse yourself in the culture and learn the language.
Yes, sir. That was the only way. It's just when you're immersed in something, you have no choice to back out. So I believe that when we put ourselves in positions where we challenge ourselves, that's when we see the real part of ourselves. And so I'm constantly challenging myself in different ways, and I'm constantly growing and evolving because of it.
Now, you played basketball?
Yes, sir. I did play basketball at the high school, collegiate, and professional level.
Yes. Who did you play for?
So I played for a school called South Miami for high school. You may have heard of them. Okay. Yeah. Got to shout out the Cobras. And in college, I played for Florida Memorial University. Got to shout out the only HBCU in Miami. Got to shout them out. Yes. And in the professional level, so I played for a couple of different semi-professional teams where we won several championships. And I also played for one professional team. Their name was the Nakon Ratchasima Korosaurus. Like they're like the dinosaurs of the league. But yeah, I played for that team as well.
Oh man, where'd you get the spirit of adventure from?
Interesting. I got the spirit of adventure. I would say I got it from Man, that's so interesting. I would say I got it from watching some of my heroes on TV and in the movies. You know, just seeing these heroes doing different things. I would watch a lot of Spike Lee movies and just seeing different characters doing cool things. It just made me want to see what else is out there. Made me want to adventure in the world. And for me, growing up, a lot of people don't know this, but me now, I'm a professional speaker, inspired by you, Mr. Brown, and a student of yours, a product of yours, by the way. I actually had a speech impediment growing up where I could not put full sentences together. And one of the ways that I got over my speech impediment was rewatching movies over and over and over. So I think it was a combination of me trying to figure out how to talk and copying people in the movies and seeing the people in the movies exploring the world. I think it was a combination of those things that made me adventurous and made me want to just try new things all the time.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
Oh man, I have so there's 7 of us. There's 7, excuse me, there's 7 brothers. I have 7 brothers and sisters, and I make 8.
Wow. And so you decided you wanted to see the world before you left the world. Oh man. What is
yes,
great.
sir.
And so you have some products that you've produced, and in fact, I have one of your products over here. It's called Banana Wave. This is one of your products. Am I correct?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I got to hook up my brother. Let the record show. Okay. So, and so you don't only help people to grow their business and to manage their business and to expand their business to new levels, but you're in business too. And so you have national and international products.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. That is correct. That is correct.
Okay. Now, if people that are listening right now that would like to make themselves available for your expertise, and so they can get in touch with you, how do they get in touch with Michael Baptiste?
Absolutely. Well, number one way that you can get in touch with me, ladies and gentlemen, if you are online, you can go visit our website. It's called highticketfreedom.com. You can go check out highticketfreedom.com. From there, you can go visit our we have a free training that we offer to educate you more about our process and how we help our clients. We also provide you with a free ebook called The 144 Keys to Unlocking High Paying Clients. So this is something that is just there to help. And if you like to just reach out directly, then you can actually send me an email, and you can do so by sending an email to michael@highticketfreedom.com. michael@highticketfreedom.com or info@highticketfreedom.com. Those are some ways you can reach out directly through email. And also you can get started with visiting our website.
What's the major goal that you want to achieve in 2022?
Oh, wow. Excellent, man. A major goal that I want to achieve in 2022 is actually realizing one of the dreams that I had over a decade ago, which is to work with you, Mr. Brown, collaborate with you in some capacity. That would be one of my, that would actually be helping me to fulfill part of my life purpose. And I would say another major goal for me coming up in 2022, one of the things that I wanted to accomplish, we are in the process of finalizing some things with the business transaction. I've just been praying for this for years. I've been praying that everything goes smooth. And so I'm just going to stay focused that we can finalize this transaction. And in 2022, everything will be great. And I'll be able to move on to starting the next venture, which will be in the blockchain space.
Ladies and gentlemen, I talk about when I'm training speakers, who you are behind the words are far more important than the words that you speak. And Michael, there is a realness, there's a genuineness about you. And yeah, how old are you?
At the current moment, I am 32 years old.
I got T-shirts older than you. The current moment, like that's a big deal. All right. I'm 77. Okay.
Amazing.
Oh
wow.
Man, that is great. I'm excited. Why did you want to work with me? Tell me that. When did you become familiar with me and decide you wanted to work with me?
Yes, sir. Well, I know I didn't give my full story to you and everyone here, but I had very humble beginnings, born to a single mother, teenage mother, while my father was in prison, born in the projects of South Miami, Florida, didn't see a way for myself, and honestly was a statistic. And I had nothing. I didn't have no leadership, no role model. my role models were the drug dealers. My role models were the street thugs. And so I didn't want that. So I didn't do it. So it was like, man, I don't really have any, I can't go outside because, thugs everywhere. Inside, is not the best situation. What do I do? So I would turn to books, and I would turn to different outlets like that. I was going through a severe depression, and I remember I was at one of the worst spots in my life, and I remember having some really negative thoughts, and I said, man, I got to do something with my life. I just came off of having an injury I tore my ankle, so I was in all types of mental depression. I didn't know if I wanted basketball. I didn't know if I wanted to stay in school. I just dropped out from another college, so now I'm at my new school, thinking of dropping out of this one, and I'm like, man, what do I do with my life? Well, I can't kill myself because, committing suicide, that doesn't make sense. I got to figure something out. So I went to the internet and I went to YouTube. I said, please, God, just help me, God. I need something. God, I need a mentor. Please, I need somebody. And I typed in motivation, and I went and I looked, and I'm like, and I saw this guy. I clicked. I said, let me see what he's talking about. And I remember, I remember like it was yesterday. I opened that video, and it was you. You were on stage. You had a tie on, and you were holding a microphone, and you had I think it was a blue shirt, a younger you, but it was a huge stadium full of people. And I'm looking, I'm like, wait, huh? Okay, let me just give him a chance because I'm so desperate. And I watched your video, and I think it was like maybe a 28 minute video, somewhere in that range. And after that video, I said, whoever this guy is, I'm following him, and whatever you say I'm talking about, I'm just gonna do that. And I started watching your videos, and I would wake up in the morning and watch your videos from literally from the morning to the nighttime until I had no more energy. And I have notebooks. It sounds crazy, even I'm saying this right now, but I have notebooks at home, back in my mother's house in Miami, where I would just take your speeches, Mr. Brown, and I would rewrite them by hand. And just rewrite and just look at it and just say to myself, man, I have greatness within me. Man, I'm hungry to win. Man, I'm hungry for success. And I would just repeat these things over and over at, what was I think I was like 20 years old, 21 years old. So like I was at a phase of development where my mind was just soaking it up. And I did that as a way to bring myself out of depression. Little did I know that attracted an actual mentor, Miss Ann McNeil, who was one of your students. And she became like my second mother. She took me under her wing. She groomed me. She mentored me, coached me. To this day, she's still on me, So, and so for me, like the prayer that I prayed, you were one of the first people that came through, but online, like I never got a chance physically. And so for me, it became one of my life's purpose to show you, Mr. Brown, I'm worthy of collaborating. I'm worthy of it. But I'm not going to be a motivational speaker because how many speakers come and try to work with you? No, I need to do something different. So I went the route of entrepreneurship. I went the route of fulfilling my professional basketball dreams. I went the route of transforming my mindset and becoming certified and transforming my mind. So that way, one day I can say, hey, Mr. Brown, I got a lot of value. I want to be like you. But instead, I can't be you. So I became Michael Baptiste thanks to you. And here I am today. I would love to fulfill part of my life purpose and work with you in some way, some capacity.
We're gonna make that happen.
That's my story.
Man, that's a great story. I'm just excited to work with you. I mean, just thinking about your age. You say, how old are you?
At the moment, I'm 32 years old.
You're 32. I'm 77. The fact that I'm relevant to you at 32 and I'm 77, that makes me feel good. And so I'm excited about working with you because you are my future. You are my future.
Had to process that. Wow.
Yes. Yes.
I wouldn't be here without you. So thank you, Mr. Brown. Thank you.
I'm honored to work with you, man. I know that there's some other young men and young ladies out there like you. And I believe that at this stage of my life, you learn, you earn, you pass it on. And so I'm excited about pouring into you. Let the record show. I know you're coming for me, but I ain't scared, Michael. I'm not scared of you. I can't wait for us to get together. I'm giving you a virtual hug right now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
You
you.
got a one-way ticket to Thailand. How did you decide Thailand?
You know, I think too many movies growing up, seeing the Jackie Chan movies, and you know, seeing the Chinese movies where they would, hey, I'm gonna fight you. And, the mouth keeps moving afterwards. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just inspired me to want to see what's out there in Asia. And I did a study abroad trip into China, actually. And when I did a study abroad trip to China, which again, I was inspired by my mentor, Miss Ann McNeil. Got to give her the credit because she is amazing.
Yes.
I went to China and I recognized, wow, hold on, wait, this is different. Like, normally in America, I'm used to cops pressuring me every day. I'm used to like feeling threatened by law enforcement. But when I went to China, hold on, like, it's like, wait, there's safety and being who I am, just walking around. And that I would say that's one of the things that inspired me to see what else was available in Asia. And it became a part of me to just explore and see what else is out there, in the world.
I cannot wait for us to work together because I know you got some stories up in there.
Yes, sir.
A one-way ticket to Thailand. Don't even know the language, but you say you're going to make it somehow. You got to be hungry.
Ooh, man,
you are my spiritual son that I will pour into you. So I am excited about our working together. Yes, indeed. Thank you so very much for who you are and how you're showing up. And I know you're coming for you. I'm gonna give you everything I got, and then we go slug it out. Oh boy, that's great. Okay, thank you so much. Tell people once again how they can get in touch with you if they like to avail themselves of your business expertise and how you can help them in business.
Absolutely. Well, first, let me say how I can help you in business for those of you who don't know. So if you have an idea of knowledge, skills, expertise, and you like to turn that into a product, whether that's a digital product, course, even an online coaching program, something to that effect, maybe a mastermind group, like something to that effect, I can help you in those categories. Or if you even want to create a retail product, whether that's a physical t-shirt or some sweatpants or possibly a hat or a backpack or even a beverage itself. If that's something you like to do, we do provide that expertise and we can help you in those areas. And so if you would like coaching, we do provide, again, courses. We provide individual coaching as well as group coaching. And if you like to learn more about our program in general, you can visit highticketfreedom.com. But if you like to directly go and book it, you like, hey, Mike, I heard enough. I like to book a time to speak with you. You can visit highticketfreedom.com/apply. Again, highticketfreedom.com/apply. And that's how you can learn more about applying for a free consultation to learn about our coaching program and to see if it's a good fit to work together.
And so I'm thinking about having you to put together a beverage for me that I can white label that will be my own special beverage. Okay. So I'll be circling back with you on that. All right.
Amazing. It would be an honor to help you.
Okay, I appreciate you. Michael Baptiste, once again, tell them how they can get in touch with you online.
For those of you who are following me online, you can follow our website, highticketfreedom.com. But if you are on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook, follow my profile. It is facebook.com/Mr. Michael Baptiste. And if you're on Instagram, you can follow me on Mike_Baptiste. And YouTube, same thing with YouTube. You can look me up, michaelbaptiste.com. We're everywhere on social media. So you can come and tap in with me wherever you're at online and on social media.
All right. My homie from Miami, Florida. Fantastic. I went to Booker T, as you know.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Indeed. Want to thank you so much, man. I admire your courage, your sense of adventure, and the good things that you're doing with your life, and you're committing yourself to help entrepreneurs and help people to live a different kind of life. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You take care now.
You're welcome. Thank you as well, Les. You have a great one.
All right. You too. Thank you so very much. Okay. Now let me see if I know what I'm doing up in here. Celeste? Oh boy, I tell you, this has been exciting, fantastic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about taking charge of your life. This is a time that people are literally taking charge of their lives because they know that life it does not have any warranty. There are no guarantees, and you have to take charge. What do you want to do with your life? People are rethinking their lives in and out of the pandemic. What do you look like? What does your life look like? How do you want to do life after this? I thought that we were coming to the end of the Delta virus, and then there's something else, an Omicron, something else totally different. And they're trying to figure out what will be the negative impact of that. And we're living under a lot of fear and uncertainty and a lot of stress. And we were not built for this 24/7. We weren't built for this. That now we have to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to find peace, to build stronger relationships, stronger family ties, to turn to each other rather than on each other, to stay focused on some goal, some skill that we can develop, something that we want to do, some impact we want to make with our lives, rather than just running scared. We're here to do a work, the greater work. You have something special. You got greatness in you. And you have to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to find out what is that greater work? What does that look like? And let me be about my Father's business. Let me be engaged in doing something. And this is what people want. The reason that many people who've been told, oh, you don't have to come in now. And then they said, okay, you can come on in now. It's safe. And there are people saying, no. They said, I want to do something that's me. And that's a good thing. Doing something that's you. It's unthinkable for some of you saying, I don't want to die a life doing something 40 hours a week or 60 hours a month. That's not me. I want to do something that resonates with me, with my heart, with the things that I know that I have within myself to do, but through procrastination, through fear, through being in a toxic, negative environment, through my not having confidence in myself. And I know about that. For 14 years, I didn't do what I'm doing because I didn't believe in me. I didn't have the confidence because I don't have a college education. I didn't think that I can compete with people with PhDs and MBAs. And being labeled educable mentally retarded and put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade and failed again at the 8th grade at Booker T. Washington High School in Miami, Florida, where Michael Baptiste is from. I did not think that I had the ability to do what I'm doing. And so here's what I'm challenging you to do. Number one, get a larger vision of yourself. I want you to live from where you see yourself going. Did you hear what I said? Live from that place. See where you're going. See yourself being there and experiencing what that's like. He said, I'll give you all your eyes can see. You want to focus on where you are going. And yes, there are things going on around us. Yes, there are going to be other viruses, but don't allow the corrosion of a virus of lack of vision to take your life away. You want to hold a vision of where you're going and what you want out of life. Most people are just trying to get through life. You want to have a mindset of what you want to get out of life because you can. And because that's why we are here. The other thing is, you got to upgrade your skill set. That in order to live the kind of life that you envision for yourself, you got to ask yourself the question, what is it I have going for me? And in my case, I looked at myself and I had to ask, what is it you have going for you? What is it that people compliment you on? What is it that comes to you naturally? What is it that you could do it and it's no big deal, but you do it well? I've had people say, you know what? What? You ought to be a comedian. I said, why? Because you're funny. Who else talks to a squirrel at 77? Well, you leave Tyrone out of this, okay? And so, I mean, there are people around you that see some stuff and they have some value, and you perhaps is no big deal to you because it's you, and you can monetize that. This is the time. This is an entrepreneur's dream. Why? Because you want to have the mindset of getting your piece of the pie. Write this down. What's my piece of the pie? See, money has not left the planet. And some of that money that's out here, it's got your name on it. There's some products, there's some ideas, there's some inventions, there's some stuff in you that you can monetize. And you want to think about that. What is it that I got going for me? What is it I'm bringing to the table? That's what you want to do. What is it that you're known for, that you're good at? And something that you enjoy so much, you'll do it for nothing, but you do it so well that people will pay you to do it. We know that life has no guarantee. Life, it's uncertain. Life, it's unpredictable. Life, it's coming for us every day. It's saying, I ain't playing with you. It's going to take us out. One way or the other, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Nobody's figured out how to get out of here alive. So you want to live life now. You don't want to die an unlived life. You want to have the kind of courage that Michael Baptiste has. Just get a one-way ticket somewhere and figure it out. Didn't even know how to speak the Thai language and went there and set up camp. Come on now. That's a bad boy. That's a bad young brother up in here. And life is about walking by faith and not by sight. It's about taking a chance on you. You are the money. You are the people worry about, that we can't find enough people to work on the jobs that's available. You know why? Because they don't want to do those jobs. They want and are looking for something that's them. That's what's happening with the majority of people. They're reflecting on their lives and they're asking themselves, does this work for me? Is this me? And if the answer is no, then do you. Don't die an unlived life. Take a chance on you. Oh, but Les, I don't have any money. Okay. Find somebody who's got some money that will invest in you. Find something that you love so much, that's your passion, that you master, that you are so good at it that you can't be ignored, and that you can attract some investors. But I don't know how to do it. You don't have to know how to do it. Leap and grow your wings on the way down. You don't have to know. Figure it out. Or get somebody to help you. Two heads are better than one. Come on, anybody can come up with excuses. Life is not about excuses. Life is about results. If you agree with me, I want you to put yes in the comment section. Put yes in the comment section. How many of you are ready to take a chance on you? Put in there, I am. I want to see that. I am. Because it's that kind of place where we are right now. This is a strange place. I say this every day. This is different. Every day. And I'm 77. Every day. You wonder, what's going to happen next? And I'm saying to you, the future belongs to those who create it. That's what's going to happen. What you create. That's what's going to happen for you and for the people that you love and for the people that you care about. That when you bet on you, when you decide, wait a minute, I'm going to try something differently. But I don't know how to do it. Learn. I didn't know how to do what I'm doing now, but I was willing to focus my time, my effort. I was willing to invest in myself. I was willing to find someone that was doing it on the level that I wanted to do it. And I said, hey, Mike Williams, who wrote the book, The Road to Your Best Stuff. Hey, would you teach me? He said, are you willing to put your your money where your mouth is? Yeah. I want to do that. And so as you look at yourself, look at your goals and dreams, you are the money. Bet on you. Invest in you. Increase your value. And don't put it off. Because the clock is ticking. It's ticking. There goes a second. There goes another second. There goes another second. And all the power in the world can't bring it back. Life ain't playing with us. And so we should be serious. This conversation is not for everybody. This is for people who know that life is serious, who want to live before they die, who don't want to die an unlived life. This conversation for people who want to see the world before they leave the world. This conversation is for people who say, I'm not mentally fit to work for somebody doing something that's not me for the rest of my life. This conversation is for somebody who said, I'm going to do what I can with what I have. This conversation ain't for everybody because most people are spectators. What do you mean by that, Les? Most people are fans. The reason that you're listening to me is because you've said, I want more. Many of you are in relationships that's already reached its expiration date and just have not conjured up the courage to say, I'm tired of dying with you. I want to do something else. I'll never forget, I was in Chicago, and I used to go there and do motivational events at Christ Universal Temple Church, and there was a couple that always came to see me, and I saw this guy sitting on one side and his wife seated on the other. And I said, hey, man, why aren't you seated with your wife? And he said, she left me. I said, she left me? He said, yes. She said that she didn't want to be with me anymore. So she left the relationship. I said, oh, man. I said, I'm sorry to hear that. And so I went over and I talked to her for a little while. I said, what's up? I don't mean to get in your business up in here, but I'm going to get in here. Y'all used to come here together. Why'd you leave him? And she said, he didn't want anything. That's why. He didn't want anything. I wanted more than what we had. And he was fine with what we had. And I wasn't willing to settle for what we had. Why should we settle for fine when we can do great? You said we have greatness in you. Okay, fantastic. Let's live a great life, not just come here and hear Les Brown and go home and do the same thing. He didn't want anything. So that's why I left. Wow. And there's some value in that. And I'm not trying to break up relationships, but when you're around somebody that they don't want anything, it affects you. They don't have any goals. They don't have any dreams. They're not reaching for anything. They're not learning. They're not on a path of self-awareness. They don't have something that's in their mind, in their heart. If they don't have some obsession of something they want to do with their lives, that energy that they have, it's flat. It doesn't inspire you. It doesn't encourage you. You're not bringing out the greatness in each other. That's dangerous. That's as dangerous as the Omicron virus, the virus of mediocrity. That's dangerous because you're already dead. You're living a life that's not worthwhile. And so When you think about how fragile things are, we have to rethink going to the grocery store, sitting in the parking lot, and making sure that your mask is on tight. Scared to go into restaurants, or if you go in and you mask up and you're afraid that somebody might come with a mask around their face. As I saw on television the other day, a guy had a gun and walked up to this couple and he showed his gun and asked for the lady's purse and their rings, and then he walked out with his hoodie. So now we're scared of the virus, and now we're of people who will rob us of our hard-earned money, that when you go to pump gas, you got to look around, see who's watching you. All these different layers of craziness, unlike anything we've seen before. And so this is a time where first we got to work on our mind. We got to decide what with this time that I have left, what is it that I want to do? How is it that I can find some meaning and significance in? And I don't want to live a fear-driven life. No. I want to enjoy life. I want to travel. I want to be able to live a life that counts, that matters. Does that make sense to you? Put yes in the comment section. Put yes in the comment section. Here's something else. Keep drama to a minimum. There's some people who have a propensity for drama. They'll cause you problems. They'll compromise your health. I'm telling you what I know. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I've been going to Cancer Centers of America for several years, and they said, for the first time, Mr. Brown, your white blood cells, your army that protects your immune system, they've been depleted to a very large extent. I say, they have? Yes. That's the first time that ever happened. There's a book I read called Who's the Matter with Me? I had to stop and think. I said, and they gave me some things to do, but I had to say, what's different? They've never told me this before. They said, it never happened before. And I'm thinking, what happened? I've been dealing with some drama. Unnecessary stuff that's not mine. Trying to help somebody who didn't want to help themselves. And I had to let that go because it was stressing me out. And here's what happens. Look, they did this study. It's out right now. People are going into places that deal with cancer with advanced cancer. Advanced cancer. Why? Because of stress. Stress kills. How many of you know that stress can turn your hair gray overnight? How many of you know that if you're in a stressful situation, you're going to sleep in your house and you got grown people living with you, you have to lock your door. And they've created a toxic, negative energy environment, acting like you owe them something. That can age you. People say, you look good for 77. Yes, I do. It's no accident. It's intentional. It's intentional. I work at it. And I had to make a decision. I let my guard down. I had to make a decision. Hey, you got to go. There's some people, even if it's your grown children, they got to go. Don't make somebody an option. A priority who's made you an option. Don't try and make decisions to help somebody who don't want to help themselves. And proving that to you again and again and again and again and again and again. Einstein said insanity is doing the same thing in the same way, expecting a different outcome. I was doing the same thing in the same way, hoping this time would be different. In that context, hope is not a method. It's not a method. At some point in time, you got to face the reality that some people are not serious about being serious about their lives. And you can't care more about somebody living a successful, prosperous, joy-filled life than them. Some people love drama. They thrive on it. And I had to have a conversation with myself. And hey, come on, man. What's up with you? Your white blood cells have been depleted. You better take on some action steps to strengthen your army, your immune system. Otherwise, you're going to let this drama take you out. How many of you know I know what I'm talking about? And if you agree with me, put yes in the comment section. Put yes in the comment section right now. I ain't playing with you. I'm keeping it real, as young folks say. Put yes in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. That if you allow family members and friends to stress you out, to rob you of your health is your wealth. You got to wage a war and say, no, I don't want to do this anymore. No. I'm sorry. No, that won't get it. Oh no, just give me another shot. No. You have burnt those out. You've done that. You ain't gonna take me out and then show up at my funeral. Oh, I miss you. Oh, I miss him. He was such a good man. He was such a good man. I miss him. He was such a good man. You can always depend on him saying, you got to be hungry. Oh, he's gone now. He ain't hungry no more. Come on. No. Sometimes you got to say no and mean it and stick to it and say yes to you. Yes to peace of mind. Yes to your good health. Yes to living a life of joy, of prosperity, of being engaged in life and living a life on your terms, free of drama. If you believe that you deserve that, if you can feel me, I just want you to put yes in the comment section. Am I talking to myself? Put yes in the comment section. I want to see. And if you can feel it, put some flames. I want to see some fire, some flames. Say, you're on fire. Let me see some flames up in here. And I've been thinking, as George Wallace, the comedian, would say, I be thinking. And sometimes you can just get so caught up in other people's drama. And this is something that I was working with someone coaching, and I asked her, how did you get in this situation? You know what she said? This is what she said. 3 words. I forgot me. Whoa. Have you ever been in a situation? Have you ever been in a relationship? Have you ever been in an toxic environment that was so consuming, so overwhelming, so dominant that you forgot you, that you gave your power away? Put some flames up here. I want to see some. Set the computer on fire. Not literally, but let me see some flames up in here if you agree with me. That you. She said, I forgot me. I forgot me. I was taking care of everybody, but I wasn't taking care of me. I forgot me. I forgot what I wanted, who I am, and what my life is about, and what I stand for, and what makes me happy, and what brings me joy. I forgot me. I forgot me. Boy, I forgot me. And now I'm working on me, on my health. I'm here because of God's grace and mercy. And I don't believe in making God work overtime unnecessarily. No, I'm going to do my part. He's done his part. He got me here. I'm here because of his grace and mercy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot me. Boy, she said that. That gave me cheer bumps. I forgot me. Have you ever forgotten yourself? That you gave yourself over to your marriage and it was only one way, or you gave up everything for your children and they didn't appreciate it. Everything is a yeah, but a yeah, but don't value you, don't appreciate you. A yeah, but some of y'all know about that. Yeah, but oh, so I'm building a community hungry for greatness, and people who are hungry for greatness are people who think like me, people who have some things that they want to do, people who want to focus on them. If you're that kind of person, I want you to go to hungryforgreatness.org. Hungryforgreatness.org. If there's something else you want to do with your life, if you are willing to take a chance on you, there's some things that you want to do. There's nothing like being in a community of like-minded people. You don't want to try and do it by yourself. You don't want to try and do it by yourself. You want to be in a community of people who think like you, people who have dreams like you, people that are going in the same direction as you, people that's on fire for a better life, people that are hungry, people that are driven, people that are fueled with a hunger to live before they die. This lady, she came home one day after being diagnosed with a double breast cancer in both breasts, and she had a double mastectomy. And she said, after slinging a cup of tea or coffee up on the wall, I refuse to die an unlived life. You know how many people dying unlived lives? Haven't lived, haven't gone anywhere, dying unlived lives. They're funeralized